So today I'm going to be touching on the topic of sleep. Now, those of us who can just lie on the bed and fall asleep, we probably don't think much of it. The joy and pleasure of just being able to slip into sleep whenever we need to sleep. There are many people out there who find going to sleep a big challenge because their mind won't turn off even though they can feel the tiredness in the body and the brain. So in fact, I have one question here. How can mindfulness practice help one to sleep? Can't sleep due to the mind still being very alert, always thinking, and can't stop the thoughts from coming. Absolutely. That is what causes the mind to stay awake at night. It's because the mind just wouldn't stop. And without sleep, it can lead to other health issues. Insomnia is an illness that you can't sleep, but sometimes what you end up doing is taking a nap, and having a nap to make it a stopgap measure would just worsen things because it would then take away the appetite for sleep when it's sleep time. So we have a course which we haven't conducted for a while called Mindfulness-Based Therapy for Insomnia. We advise people not to take naps and let the appetite for sleep in the night to be increased. This is very similar to somebody who is feeling hungry, would like to have dinner, but because it's not dinner time yet, they have a snack. So after having a snack, their appetite won't be so great for dinner, so they end up eating half a meal. And when they do that, they probably have another snack at 10 o'clock in the evening because they couldn't eat a lot at 7 o'clock. So by 10 o'clock, they're hungry. So it perpetuates the cycle of snacking. Same with sleep. If you can't sleep at night, you tend to fall asleep in the daytime and you catch a 10-minute here, or 20-minute there, a 40-minute wink, and so on and so forth. And that just perpetuates the cycle of not being able to sleep through the night. The other aspect of not being able to sleep is a mind that is just so alert. Now, if you have been suffering from not being able to sleep for a while, you would start to feel fear when you're approaching bedtime. So when you look at the bed, you don't see the bed as, oh, it's just going to be so fabulous. I can lie there and then I'm going to fall asleep. Instead, you may get a sense of fear arising. It's like, oh no, it's going to be another torturing night. So when we have this kind of thoughts, the brain starts to feel the sense of threat. And this will cause the adrenaline in our body to start pumping because the brain doesn't know that this threat is just a thought. It thinks that there's a threat. I need to get the body ready for fight or flight. And this increased level of adrenaline is going to now wake the brain up. It also wakes the body up. And you may start to feel tension in the shoulders, in the arms, and even in the chest area or the stomach, because your body is getting ready for a fight or flight. Neither one of this is going to be helpful for sleep because now your brain is wide awake because of the adrenaline. Then you will end up having a torturous night because you want to sleep and you can't sleep. Okay, so we need to start shifting the view of the perspective of the bed. So when you go to the bed, is to say, I'm okay, bed. Even if I can't sleep tonight, I'm just going to enjoy hanging out with you. So the brain doesn't think there's a threat to your happiness when you're approaching the bed. Now, this may be easier said than done. It takes a shift of the mind. It takes the awareness of the body and what's going on in the mind. Okay, so another question here is waking up in the middle of the night considered normal? What if we wake up middle of the night and start thinking about issues that we were worried about in the day? Is waking up in the middle of the night considered normal? You could wake up in the middle of the night, but the question is, can you go back to sleep? If you have been drinking water and it causes you to have to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, then I would suggest that to reduce the amount of liquid intake before going to sleep, have a cutoff. So you may take your last glass of water at 7:30 and don't drink anymore until you go to bed. So I'm going to now lead you in a practice. We have about 10 minutes to go. Okay. So please find yourself in a very comfortable position. Noticing your shoulders, and let's just do some rotations, pulling our shoulders back. Right, and just rotate them 3 times and feel how tight or how relaxed your shoulders are. And now change direction. Good. I can hear some of my muscles and bones crackling. So now just tip your head over and do a very slow, gradual rotation. And this helps you to release a lot of that tightness and tension in the neck, and also lubricating your neck joint. So if you hear crackling, that's normal if you haven't been moving your head regularly. And now placing your hands on your lap and your feet on the ground, closing your eyes, and take 3 beautiful deep breaths to start. And sensing your feet on the ground, you can even move your feet gently and feel the texture of the ground under your feet. Or if you're wearing shoes, move your toes slightly and feel the texture of your socks or the sandals that your feet are in. And just check out your entire feet on both sides. And sensing into how the feet are feeling, how the ankles. Move your feet side to side. And now sense the bum on the chair. Noticing the surface of the seat that your bum is on. What is the surface of the seat like? Is it hard, soft? And how do your thighs feel resting on the seat? And now sense into your back and going all the way to the shoulder blades. How are your shoulders feeling? Are they tense? Are they relaxed? Feel free to move your shoulders and release any tension that may be present there. And sensing to the hands. Check in with the fingers. Are the hands happy as they are, or would you like to move them to put them in a place that they will be happier? And now scanning up your jaw. And be aware of the facial expression that you have on. And relaxing the lips, the cheeks, the forehead. And let a nice, gentle smile fall on your face. And now dropping into your abdomen. And sense into the abdomen. Is the abdomen relaxed? Or do you notice tightness, knots in the abdomen? Any tension that you notice in the body, these are signs of stress. Stress causes the body to tense up. And for different people, it may tense up in different spots in the body. And now sense into your chest. How's your chest doing? And feeling the up and down in the movement in your chest. Now notice your breath, wherever your breath is. And if it helps you to focus on the breath, you can each pair of the breath count from 1, then to 2, each time you exhale, and all the way to 6. And either count backwards back to 1 or start at 1 again. So count each breath. So let the breathing be natural. You're only observing the breath and counting. You don't need to control the breathing because the body knows how to breathe. So you're just observing the breath, watching it, and counting every out breath. If you notice you're controlling the breath and you don't know how to let it go, just drop your focus onto your feet and come back to the breath later. Because while you're focusing on your feet, the body just continues to breathe without your interference. So stay with the counting if it helps you to focus on your breath. And if your mind wanders away, that's okay. That's normal. Just very gently start at 1 again and start the counting. And now just reflecting how that experience was for you as your eyes are closed. And also checking in how your body's feeling now. compared to when we first started? And how is the mind right now? Is it calmer or is it still stormy? So focusing on just 3 more breaths by counting 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, open your eyes and smile. And now just drop into the chest here and check in. What is that one word that describes how you feel now? Most of you are feeling more peaceful, more calm, more relief, more aware. That's wonderful. So this is the value, the power of just doing a 10-minute mindfulness practice. So all of you have a great evening. Again, when a storm has passed, let it go. Don't keep living the storm in your mind because that's what's keeping you up at night. Thank you, everybody. Bye.